So, as I mentioned about a week ago, it was reported and rumoured across the forum that Derby County had former Leeds United defender Liam Cooper in the building for some training to see how he was getting on, sort of on a trial period. Now, whether that was actually true or not, I am not entirely sure, but it then seemed as if Liam Cooper was heading to Hull City to go and play up there, but unfortunately that deal has collapsed. It now looks as if he is heading his way to Derby County. We're going to discuss the link from Darren Whitcoop, which came out yesterday, and we're going to talk all about why I think this deal is absolutely perfect for Derby County. But before we do get into that, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and turn on the notification bell to stay tuned for all of my latest Derby County and EFL Championship and League One content heading your way. Make sure you let me know your thoughts on the potential deal for Liam Cooper down in the comments. Let me know if you've seen any other links as well as the day progresses. There's obviously a lot going on transfer deadline day. We've already got 3 videos out today on players who I think could potentially join Derby County, so let me know your thoughts down below. If you have not done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and turn on that notification bell to stay tuned for all of my latest Derby County and EFL Championship and League One content heading your way. We're staying all across deadline day on the channel. We'll be here till 11 PM, posting videos for you guys to watch about any potential links for Derby County. So if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, let me know your thoughts of deadline day so far down in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next part of this video. Now, here we have what Darren Whitcoop had to say. Derby are in the running to sign free agent Liam Cooper after a move to Hull City fell through. There's another championship club already in the mix. Now, for me, I think Liam Cooper could be an excellent addition to Derby County's back line, especially in that centre-half department where we are lacking a lot of players. Now, the big interest for me is obviously contract length, contract money-wise, how much is that going to be? Because obviously Liam Cooper, coming from sort of a top-end championship ex-Premier League club, his wages aren't going to be tiny at those clubs. Now, obviously, he is a free agent, so Derby County can sort of lowball him, and with the deal falling through to Hull City, it sort of opens up the door for Derby County to just go, hang on a minute, just come here, you're going to come in, you're going to play for us, so take this money, take the contract, and let's see what we can do. Now, I personally think this is a really, really good idea for Derby County. I think it's a smart signing by Paul Warne. A lot of people will sort of say, oh, but his best days are behind him, but personally, I think Liam Cooper in current state is probably on the level of a Nelson. I do think he is probably better than what we have in those positions at centre-half. And do I necessarily think he's going to come in and start every game? No. But do I think he could earn his way into the side? Absolutely. Do I think if we bring in the likes of Liam Cooper and potentially a Ben Nelson as well, do I think that we could then sort of move between a 3 and a 4? Yes, absolutely. And I think that would be a perfect opportunity for Derby County. Now, it will be interesting to see what happens. Obviously, the deal could fall through before this video is even able to come out, which means you won't see it anyway. So if you're seeing this video, it means the deal hasn't yet fell through, and there's no reports of it falling through. So obviously it's an interesting one, and I really do like this idea of Liam Cooper. I think I mentioned it a few times in previous videos, but I just think adding that little bit of extra championship experience, a little bit of extra championship know-how, I think it could be really important, because when you look at the clubs we've come up with, there's not many that have brought in necessarily championship know-how. They've brought in players that are good, don't get me wrong. Like, I think Oxford have had an excellent window. I think Pompey are on their way to a really good window. But it's one of those where they've brought in a lot of players who have sort of been abroad, or players who haven't necessarily played the level. And I think that's what we've done with a lot of our signings, apart from the likes of Ben Osborne, Jerry Yates. And it's one of those for me where that bit of extra championship know-how and championship nous can really help you towards the back end of the campaign. Now, obviously, with Liam Cooper, there is a lot to talk about when you look at sort of the age factor and things like that. Now, I think Derby County could offer a 1-year deal with an optional extension based on hitting sort of game-based metrics, things like that, how many games he starts, minutes he plays, things like that. And I think that could be a really good deal. You look at something similar to what Forsyth has had in previous years, where if you hit these numbers, you get a new contract. Now, I think that bringing in someone of the ilk and experience of Liam Cooper, I think it sets a standard. I think obviously we know Liam Cooper from his days at Leeds, and a lot of people aren't necessarily best pleased with his Leeds days and things like that. But for me, it's really interesting to look at a player like Liam Cooper and to put them into potentially our back four and see what could go on. I think it then gives us an opportunity where, if we need to, the likes of Cashin, Nelson, Bradley, they've then got mad expectation because of Liam Cooper coming in. You think if we bring in Ben Nelson as well, that means you've got three people that are fighting for the bench, really. And it'll be really interesting to see. And if we did end up moving to a back three, it'd obviously be two people fighting for the bench. But I think it could be a really, really good signing by Derby County, and I think it certainly should be one which Paul Warne is looking into. I think, obviously, according to Darren Whitcoop, we're in the run-in, and obviously we've heard over recent weeks about the potential of Liam Cooper being at Moor Farm and training with us. Now, it would be interesting to see if any of that is actually true about him being with Derby County and actually training with the club, because I think if he is, it sort of acknowledges that Paul Warne knew him, wanted him, and things like that, because obviously players can come in and on trial, and then other clubs take him away with offers and bigger offers and things like that. And it sort of felt as if at the moment when we found out that he was potentially training with us, it then seemed he was going to Hull. So it all sort of coincided, so we wasn't entirely sure how true the link was. But obviously now, maybe this is proof that he was with us with Derby County, then going in as Hull basically shut down their deal. So I think this could be a really, really good one. I think obviously with the likes of Ben Nelson potentially coming in as well, who I spoke about in a previous video, the likes of Erin Cashin, Curtis Nelson, Sonny Bradley in that sort of centre-back position, I think we could be in a really good position. Now, with this deal for Liam Cooper, obviously it doesn't have to be done today. Because he is a free agent, it can stretch on, and we could potentially get it done within the international break. Now, with him being a free agent, it also means that he can start training with us straight away. If the deal's getting done, we could have him in tomorrow, sort of thing. So, well, today as we speak. So it's one of those for me where I really think that this could be a really, really good signing. Obviously adds depth, and I think in the position we're in, if we bring in a couple of free agents across the international break to sort of build out the squad, I would not be at all bothered by that. I'm not particularly sure what sort of striking free agents there is apart really from Lucas Zhao. I think Aaron Connolly, I think he might be one, but he's not necessarily the type of striker or maybe even the type of person that Paul Warne wants. So it's one of those for me where I personally think today we're going to bring in two loan signings. I think over the course of the next few days, I think we're going to see a bunch of free agent talk and stuff like that, which I'm going to try and keep across on the channel. We're going to be here on the channel making videos, posting them for your faces across the course of the day. We're going to be here up until 11 p.m. Once that 11 p.m. deadline hits, we're done. We'll be back tomorrow. If anything happens overnight, we'll have a video dropping before the Bristol City game where we discuss all of that. So if you have not done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and stay tuned for all of the latest content. There's going to be video after video being pumped out today. We've got 4 out already with this one, so make sure you've got that notification bell on, and I'll catch you in the next video. Make sure to go and find me on TikTok, pictured here, and Twitter, pictured here. These are the places where I'll keep you all up to date with all my upcoming videos and my thoughts and feelings around the Formula 1 and football weekend.